Oh, gentlemen, yes, right in time. Come a little closer so I can give you one piece of life advice. Never sacrifice your own goals in the pursuit of holes.
Sorry to hear about your father's passing, um, Rusty Dog 47. No, you're right, 100%. A lot of people do not help out males because of what was mentioned earlier. Um, you're right, 100%. This society is based off of that, and they intentionally do that. Our government intentionally does it. They try to separate the man from the family life because they want the women to depend on them 100%, and that affects black communities and also indigenous communities a lot. You know, Hispanic communities also. That is one of their targeting procedures is to get men out of the house. Not only that, they also make money off children. When they throw children into foster care or separate from their parents, they intentionally try to sell those children. Our government is one of the biggest human trafficking, you know, affiliations there is. While most politicians are child molesters or have been known to act in child molesting behaviors or accusations, and you know the first thing they try to do is shut up anybody that tries to question them. But no, you're right, 100%. It's rigged. It's set up that way. I'll agree with it. I know several court cases where the government has officially, even though it's against the law, intentionally broke the constitutional laws and the laws of and the rights of men, you know, and basically sat there and said, "Oh, they're not going to do anything," you know. They want that, you know. I know when I went into court, it wasn't so much necessarily my ex. I mean, we're still co-parent, but it's the fact that they were feeding her information. They were literally giving her information, stating basically with their words, well, he's a worthless father, he was never there, and she would correct them and say, no, that's not accurate, he was there, you know, I just want to make sure I'm secured. And they would literally look dead in their eyes and sit there and say again, oh, he's a worthless father, statistically it proves. And that's how they do it. In some cases, not in all cases, you know, a lot of cases, a lot of females have some serious freaking issues. But they're also programmed that way. You got to look at it from that point of view. They're programmed from a very young age that all women have rights over men when it comes to family members, when it comes to children, when it comes to houses. They're entitled to everything. It's a security thing, and they're programmed that way. You know, and I'm not saying your ex is 100%. I'm not saying she's right at all. You know, she's wrong. She's wrong. And that's the way it is. So, I mean, as soon as I get my broadcasting going through TikTok, I'm working on getting a funding going for that to help out men.
Ladies, why is it that you'll ignore facts and logic, but you'll listen to rocks and space to tell you the truth about things? You're stupid.
It's a thin line between love and hate. It's a thin line.
48616, I got a missed call from your bitch.
Only you got.
We are reading, going to the gym, meal prepping, treating ourselves, basically working on ourselves because we're tired of getting played and wasting time.
Alright, look, there is no way in hell a man in his right mind would settle for a woman who has an OnlyFans, alright? Look, how can, like, a man like me, right? How can I respect you when you can't even respect yourself, alright? And when you have an OnlyFans and doing, like, sex work and stuff like that, that is very disrespectful to a relationship. And guys don't want to put up with that. That's why you're still single. And also when women post like provocative pictures on the internet and stuff like that, that's also disrespectful to a relationship. And that's why guys don't take you serious and want to commit to you, because you can't even respect yourselves. All right, take this advice and stay tuned.
Fellas, if she starts playing games with you, this is how you win her back. You fucking don't. If she wanna sit around, play games with you, treat you like a little fucking puppet, she not worth it, fellas. She not worth a second chance. She gone. Make her want you back, but never give it back to her.
I'm a divorce attorney, and you can take this anti-marriage trash somewhere else.
A divorce lawyer, huh? I mean, really, if you're going to try to have any sort of credibility for this post, you wouldn't want to openly admit right at the beginning that you have a special interest in divorces. Truth be told, marriage is really easy. It's easier than buying a car, and it's a heck of a lot easier than buying a house. At least with a house, they give you all these extensive documents and underwriting, making sure you're going to be able to even do it, and making sure you know all the ins and outs and pros and cons before you sign the dotted line. None of that is present in marriage, yet marriage is way more important than buying a house or a car will ever be. And I'm guaranteeing, more or less banking, that you know that. And that there's a special interest and why it's so simple. Because people like you benefit off of it. So later on, this movement of no marriage is going to lead to you having to find a different career. That's such a shame.
My day ends. Do you remember last night? Cause I blacked out in an all-white dress.
Having a vagina doesn't make you better than anybody else or more desirable or more high level or out of anybody's league. Because that's what you're offering. You're actually offering the one thing that you think is going to get you that man. But after we got it, we realize it's just like any other one. Do better.
And so you can't blame yourself. You just have to blame Mercury because it's just hella in retrograde.
You mean you weren't gonna ask me to marry you?
Yeah, there you go. Welcome to the real world. You know, a few years ago, it would have been just that way. But for some strange reason, y'all had to go and fuck it all up. So now all these men that y'all are after, these high value men or top 10% or whatever the fuck it is that y'all think y'all doing now. Yeah, even the ones that y'all don't consider, they're even walking away now because we've reached them. We've let them know how bad of a deal it is to get with y'all and marry y'all. It's a bad deal. It's a fucking bad deal. So you fucked up. You couldn't just let bygones be bygones and do things the right way. Y'all had to go and screw it all up for yourself. So you're welcome. Hold the line.
But why don't you just stay out the way? I mean, and I'm not being sexist, but listen to this. Why did you marry your husband?
Because I love him.
Is he the man of your dreams?
Yes, he is.
Is he the man you hope your sons will grow up to be?
Yes.
So why would you stop him from raising them into that?
I'm not stopping him. I'm not stopping him. I just feel at times he's a bit harsh with the punishments.
He is hard on them because they boys. Undisciplined boys grow up to be undisciplined men. Do you know the problem you're gonna have?
Yes.
Undisciplined men end up in the hospital or in a prison, or they end up in a grave. That's what happens to undisciplined men.
Used to the attention because you always have it. And when something better comes along, you'll grab it.
The best Chicago-style pizza.
Where's the cheese?
It's under the sauce.
There's no cheese on it.
It's under the sauce.
Like, I'm Italian and this is hurting me.
It's from Chicago.
But it's just sauce.
The cheese is under the sauce.
That's not enough cheese.
Cheese is under the sauce.
It's not enough.
It's under the sauce!
Hello, part 4 now. These videos are short, so bear with me. My dad fought for us, and I never understood when I was a kid why he was always so angry with my mom, his ex-wife, and why he wanted to keep her as far away from us as he possibly could, and why he hated the visits and the things. I get it now, because the things that my mother did to him, she does to me now. It's the exact same behavior. And my dad, even though he had a nasty temper, still looked out for us and was by far the kinder person. And it took me until I was an adult to get to know him. But he has always been there through thick and thin. It's never been anything judgmental about it. He's always helped, and he's always been there versus with my mother, there was always a caveat. Caveat emptor. Stay tuned for my final thoughts.
So I won't hold back.